Well, Team of the Year, it is here, and it's pretty exciting. The Team of the Year attackers are here, lots of good SBCs. We got more leaks to talk about, but they've managed to just completely break the game in the process. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. I mean, some of the stuff we're seeing right now is ridiculous. This clip from Nepenthes, he tweeted out, kind of went viral. It's almost got 2 million views, so this was reaching, to areas outside of the eafc world. This isn't brightened, by the way. The game was just this bright. It was slow motion. Basically, I mean, this was a complete disaster of a day for FIFA. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know exactly how game dev works or how any of this stuff, is tied together, how we're seeing loading screen players on the field. I don't know if this is normal, if they reuse these kinds of assets, but we're literally seeing Sam Kerr, Heung-min Son, Erling Haaland doing bicycle kicks on our game field from the main menu. It's just an absolute travesty right now what we're seeing. Listen, glitches happen all the time in games, right? Like, they happen all the time, but there's a certain level to where you can just kind of accept glitches, but there's some levels where the game is just broken beyond belief, and we already know this entire FIFA game has been broken beyond belief. Makes you a little bit less forgiving when these kinds of things happen. I mean, the game, for some people, literally was unplayable. I mean, was there any testing going on before this? Doesn't seem like there was, because it was instantly you hopped into a squad battles game and it was like this, right? So I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sit here and act like glitches just never happen in games, right? I don't want to sit here and act like that, but like I said, being forgiving about this kind of thing is a lot more difficult when you know how much money they're making at the same time, and you know how much money they make. And actually, let's go and look at EA's tweet here. They said, "We are investigating reports of players experiencing some gameplay impacting issues during matches. If you're experiencing an issue, shut down the title completely and relaunch it." They basically just said, turn it off and back on again, which actually didn't work, by the way, because people turned it off and back on and then everything was still in slow motion. So it actually didn't. What in the fuck am I seeing right here? Oh, that didn't actually work. So their solution actually wasn't a correct one. They did fix it eventually. It was 7:08 p.m., which content time is 12 p.m. my time. So it was 7 hours after content, but it was fixed. But yeah, it was a disastrous day for EA in one sense, but in one sense, they also probably made a shit ton of money today. So was it disastrous? Probably not. I was actually liking the content until, we saw the glitches and stuff like that. So shitting on them for the gameplay glitches aside, let's talk about the content. We got Bruno Fernandes that came out, which odd that they chose a sporting picture for him when I think he only played for Sporting for did he play for Sporting for any of that? No, he didn't, because he came in January, right? And then he was Team of the Year for the next year in January. So am I wrong about that? Because why did they pick a Sporting dynamic image for him? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The card is very good. I mean, this is a great box-to-box midfielder. He's high work rates. He's got everything you'd want. He's got a lot of different play styles for defending, passing, and 2 great physical ones. So this is a card that you're gonna want to craft, to be honest with you, if you need a midfielder like this. He's gonna be super good. Long ball plus is nice as well. And then we got George Best, who has 2 playstyle pluses. So the first SBC of the year with 2 playstyle pluses. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot on him, and he looks like a very, very good card. Technical plus and first touch plus is awesome. I will say no scoring playstyles plus no Trivella. He might actually be a little bit worse than you're expecting because of that, honestly. I don't think this card will be bad by any means. He's just probably going to be more of a winger that is more used to facilitate rather than going to be a huge goal scorer for you. But 5-star skills upgrade, but he's still a great card, right? So if you want to craft him, I don't think it's a bad idea. I would definitely try his loan first, though, if I'm you. Even though it's an 83 rated squad, I would really want to try his loan first, because I think he's going to be very good. I don't know if he's going to be great, and there's so many other SBCs out to craft right now that it's going to be tough to choose which ones, honestly. I don't even know which ones I'm going to choose personally during our pack opening. That should be on the 25th, which I'm super excited about. Now, one thing I'm also excited about is duplicate exchanges. These came out, and there's a whole new tab on the SBC section. We got an 89 overall all the way down to an 85 overall duplicate exchange. Now, these are, they expire in 13 days, so they're probably going to be gone after this promo. I'm hoping they're not going to be and they get refreshed, but we'll have to wait and see. But this is just something to put duplicates into. If you get an 88 rated duplicate, you can get 27 players back, 8 rares. This isn't like the most insane thing ever, but what I really like about it is it's just another option. So say you pack an 89 Allison and you don't really want to craft any of the big SBCs right now, you can just put him into this and get 51 gold players back for him. So, it's just another option, right? It's not the most insane pack ever. I think to make it coin value wise, like the same as is an 89 and have to be like 25 or 30 more players. But anytime they give you more options that are at least decent, I don't think it's a bad thing. And honestly, I'll probably end up doing this during my pack opening because like if I decide to stop crafting certain cards, you can just throw that high rated card into a duplicate exchange and get a bunch of cards for upgrade packs. So it's definitely, to me, it's a W because of the fact it's giving you more options. It's not the most insane thing ever for me, but at least they're giving you something to put duplicates, into to exchange them for something. Also, the promo packs have been insane. There's some lightning rounds out right now, but the biggest packs, well, there's a couple of them. We got the biggest pack of all time, 700,000 coins. 700,000 coins is hilarious. $45. $45 for one pack. It's a 25 times 86, but where they really try to get you is honestly not even the packs themselves or the players in the pack themselves. It's actually the loans, because they give you 3 Team of the Year player pick loans, and if you get the same one, obviously you can stack it. So I saw somebody with like 40 games of Sophia Smith Team of the Year, which is, 2 weekend leagues of Sophia Smith, or at least 1 week of Rivals games and Champs games with a Team of the Year card, basically. So that's kind of where I think they really get you, and they want you to open this for that. But like I said before, your odds in a $45 pack are 4.7%, which say hypothetically you were able to open this pack 10 times, you would have spent $450. $450. The price of, I think it's more expensive than the PS5 is now, to have a 47% chance at a Team of the Year player. So just to put it into perspective, if you're going to spend money on this game, just please do not expect to pack a Team of the Year. I don't want to tell you how to spend your money, but just do not expect to pack one because you are almost certainly not going to. I do want to say quickly, let's take a look at these Team of the Year attackers because there is some kind of optimistic things to talk about with these guys because they are actually packable, which is kind of nice. Sophia Smith right now isn't, packed a lot, you would say, but there's a good amount of supply of her. We're at 25 minutes on page 4 here. This is only after day 1. She's going for about 1.47 right now. On page 7, we're seeing about an hour gone by. That's more than there was last year. I will say that. Definitely more than there was last year. And Sam Kerr going for 1.3. Sophia Smith, I thought would be more like 2.5 million. So I think Sophia Smith, honestly, seeing her this price makes me more optimistic about the rest of Team of the Year prices, to be honest with you. And I was able to actually make a good call to Team of the Year. So if you guys did buy some like right after they dropped, they were actually really good buys. So I sold Sam Smith. I don't know why I keep saying that. Sophia Smith for 1,569. I bought her for 1.3 and I used her for the weekend league. So it was a really nice flip on her because what tends to happen with these Team of the Year cards, you can take note of this for the midfielders and defenders, is after about an hour, we get these crazy lightning rounds and we get inflated supply on them right away. And then what ends up happening is they start to rise back up again because we get less lightning rounds and more demand for these cards, right? So Messi is still, by the way, he's 9 million coins, but seeing this card now, this price actually makes sense because he's 5-star skill moves with technical and incisive. I mean, this is probably one of the best cards in the game. I mean, talking like one of the top 3 cards in the game, honestly. So he's 9 million coins, and I'm not surprised. I actually think that price makes sense, which is insane to say, but that was kind of beside the point. What I want to say is for the midfielders and defenders, it looks like the buy time is right around an hour and a half to 2 hours after they come out. Then they rise up a lot and then they drop down again into the night, which is kind of what's happened today. So Hansen's now 6.9. I think she's actually up quite a bit, honestly. I'm surprised Hansen's 6.9. I know she's still gonna be fucking amazing. I thought she'd be more around like 3.5 to 4 mil. So I don't know if I love that price, but Sophia Smith is one that I really do like the price of, and seeing that price does make me optimistic about the rest of these. So I will say for midfielders and defenders here, but Sam Kerr's card, I played against it. She's fucking insane, by the way. I'm stunned how good she was. I want to try her for next weekend. I think midfielders and defenders, buying them a couple hours after, selling them then about 4 hours later, I want to say, probably is going to be a really good trading move for everybody. All right, on to the leaks now. We do have a leak on the Atana Bomati dynamic image. This is a degen leak, but it's kind of cool at the same time. She'll have the Ballon d'Or in the dynamic image. Just wanted to point that out. That's going to be pretty cool. And how is she so perfect? Yeah, this brother's starving. And yes, we have another Team of the Year flashback that is going to be ridiculously good, and that is Alphonso Davies is also a Team of the Year flashback added to come, which is crazy. And this shows me right now with all these SBC leaks. We got George Best today and Bruno Fernandes, all these crazy untradeable store packs, that they're just going to lean far more into the untradeable pack realm than I think they even did last year. We're going to start to see 800,000, a million coin packs here in no time, honestly, for untradeable stuff, to be able to have just a wide variety of selections to be able to put them into. You know, Bruno Fernandes expires in 30 days. All these flashbacks, all these icons expire. You know, it takes like a month or two for them to expire, so they're out for all that time. They're going to basically have a plethora of options in SBCs, which isn't really a bad thing for us, so that you can go to the store and want to open an untradeable pack. They're going to try and incentivize that the most, because I think they realize how many coins they're making on untradeable packs. I just say how many coins they're making, how much money they're making on untradeable packs, and they're like, well, we don't actually have to give coins away to anybody that wants to spend money. Why don't we just you know, lean into this a little bit? So that, I think, seems to be the plan, because these SBCs coming out are top of the power curve. Bruno and George Best both top of the power curve, even though I said I'm not sure about George Best, but they seem like top of the power curve. And Davies will be as well, and so will Conte, and so will Alex Morgan. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I didn't even mention Sawa, obviously, too. And once again, this did kind of confirm, you know, FUT Police League said we should have a Team of the Year striker evolution today, and the evolution that came out was obviously not a Team of the Year Evo. It looked like this. It gave a Power Header Plus, I believe I want to say, which, by the way, let me know if I should put Cecilia into this. So this is what came out. It was Team of the Year Striker Prospect. No new card design, anything like that. But this Cecilia card is 5-star, 5-star, and this is what it would look like. But the problem is Power Header Plus basically excludes him from being able to do a lot of the other ones that are about to come out. So Cecilia looks like this in game. I don't know if I should actually complete this or not. The stats are pretty good. Nothing too insane. He's got 5-star, 5-star, which is awesome. He's 5'10". He's got some decent play styles. So technical, decisive pass, power shot in there. So I don't know if I should do that or not, honestly, because of Power Header. And Blackstenius also is, you know, this card would be pretty fucking insane, but Power Header on a 5'6" player, no, 5'9", sorry. Power Header on a 5'9" chick is probably not the move. So I don't know. I don't know what I should do about this, but let me know if I should throw in a Blackstenius or a Cecilia into that. But so it was not a Team of the Year evolution is the point here, which basically, you know, kind of tells me that we're not going to know a real Team of the Year evolution is coming until we either get crazy leaked requirements or it comes out in game. Like, we're not going to know, because they just might be normal evos, right? And also, we're going to get MLS league upgrades for the first time. So we have the women's MLS, obviously, because that will have Sophia Smith in it. And there's somebody else I'm forgetting. I don't know if there is or not. And obviously we have Lionel Messi, so you can have a chance at those two cards in the MLS. So, and they'll have 4 rares and 7 commons as well. So we're gonna go back to what the old ones used to be, with even an extra rare instead of a common. It used to be 3 rares and 8 commons, I believe, and now it's 4 rares and 7 commons, which also tells you they know the pack weight's worse this year as well, which I do appreciate them kind of like acknowledging that for us. They said, hey, we know pack weight's worse, let's make the upgrades just a little bit better, even if it's very marginal. If you guys don't know, I mean, upgrades, they feel like they should be your best chance at a Team of the Year, but really it's so difficult to pack a Team of the Year out of the upgrades. I think there was one year I remember watching in like FIFA 19 or 20, I watched Run the FUT Market open like 10 mil worth of Team of the Year upgrades, and he didn't pack one. Yes, that's just one case, but that shows you just the level that it could take for you to not even pack one. And also, I didn't even mention the fact that the servers were just down as was. I mean, some people just couldn't get on for like the first 2 hours. I was able to get on and just repeatedly got kicked off like every once in a while, but some people literally couldn't even get in. So, I mean, it just was a bad day. It was not a great day for the servers, not a great day for the gameplay. It just was a good day for their wallets, which isn't necessarily a great thing, which was going to happen no matter what. We talked about some of the market here with the Team of the Year players. What I do want to still talk about is high-rated fodder, because obviously we know we're going to get so many SBCs, right? And high-rated fodder did kind of stay the same today, which is a really good sign in my opinion. So 89s are about 35k before, you know, Team of the Year started. They're 35k still. 90s were literally 55. They're still 55k, and 91s were about 75. So you can definitely buy them now, in my opinion. I think you definitely can, because I don't know when we're going to get Davies, when we're going to get Alex Morgan, when we're going to get Sawa, but to me, there's almost no way in hell high-rated fodder does not move when we get those players. Seeing all those packs being open today, we got quite a bit of supply on Team of the Year cards. 89s and 90s and 91s literally didn't move. Low-rated stuff did move. You know, 84s went back down, 85s went back down, 86s went back down. But I definitely would be in on buying high-rated stuff. If you want to buy your team right now, I think that your best time, is a really good time, will be Sunday sell-off coming up here tomorrow night, or even Monday morning UK time. I think that'll be a good time to buy a team, and you probably should see them start to rise after that. teams are already kind of going up as is. So basically the whole meta market, and it's either staying the same or going up right now. And I think that you're probably safe buying a team for most of this week, honestly. And the asterisk on that is only like left backs might be a bit of a difficult buy because of Davies. You might see certain strikers go down if Alex Morgan isn't super expensive. Like that could, depend on some things. But outside of that, the market should probably only really stay up for the course of Team of the Year, because today was a very big day. The biggest supply days usually, or the biggest like pack opening days, are going to be today and going to be the first day the full team is out. And once we get past that first day of the full team being out, whatever the market's at that point, it's probably only going to go up for the next like week or two. So you want to be probably in by that point, is my point. Did I say point enough? It's all about figuring out when that buy time will be. I think it probably a good chance for that buy time will be Sunday night or Monday morning. And I'll plug once again here, 25th of January, first day of the full team of the year being out. We're going to open these. We got 32 83 10s, 22 5x84s. It's more decent sized ones obviously down there, but we've got 15 100k packs, 9 ultimates, 67 primes, 57 premium gold players. I mean, you know the drill by now. 657 total packs. We'll be opening probably 1,000 that day because of the upgrades as well. So now let's get into my lovely subscribers' comments. At Felipe says Whipped Pass Plus is crazy good for wingers still. I have Thunderstruck Hemp, and the playstyle adds a whole new dimension to the attack without needing the fullback to cross. That said, you'd probably be wasting this Hansen card playing her out wide. She's been a beast at cam and striker. Is that true? Do you guys use Whipped Pass Plus in anyone that's not your fullbacks, and does that kind of add something new to your attack? So if you've used somebody with Whipped Pass Plus on the wing, let me know. Is that actually true? As Samuel said, my guy came back from 19 to 24, the worst 2 football games in history. That I didn't realize that. When you put it that way, that is a sad story. The comment yesterday, the guy left from 19, came back to 24, and was like, was it always this bad? I'm like, damn, 19 was fucking horrible. Now you're here. I think you might need to stop playing FIFA. This might be your fault, actually. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, that sucks for you. At Exclusive 14 says, I do like how some things are rare in FIFA. It gives them a sense of purpose when such if you ever manage to acquire them. But with that said, there's been so many good player SBCs/EVOs that, in my opinion, this year, those top-end icons/cards are not always worth the time to acquire. And that's actually interesting because that does make sense, because there's so many great cards this year that are available in SBCs and stuff like that, are the R9s and that kind of thing going to be that much better than your cards? Is it going to make you a 16 win to an 18 win player? Is it going to make you a 14 win to a 20 win player? Probably not, right? But I do think that with the 2 playstyle pluses, that is where the big gap will come in here. When you have a player, say you have, that R9 has aerial plus, but say he had, say, finesse and power shot, that's where that pay to win aspect and like that top end, tax would come in. I think that would be worth the time to acquire. And I think we might start to see that a little bit later into the year, because EA obviously want to keep that top 1% of card virtually impossible without spending $1,000. But that does make sense that before 2 playstyle pluses, I think there wasn't that big of a gap between that top 1% and the rest. I think there will be now, if that makes sense, after Team of the Year. But yeah, thank you for your comment. At User says, glad the patch fixed passing. Oh wait, it made no difference. We have working menus though. Well, this comment did not age very well. We have working nothing for the most part. We have working store. Well, actually, I was gonna say we have working store packs. The only thing that was working for about 7 hours was loading up FIFA points. Was that a petty shot? It definitely was, but I don't really care. But hey, thank you for watching. I cannot wait for the 25th. Channel's growing like crazy. It's all thanks to you. Love you all. See this video very soon. Peace.